Hi everybody, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft. Welcome back to another video. So last week we did some white Christmas and we're going to do another white Christmas because when we first made the black Christmas I promised we would make boxes for them as well. So we're going to do another 8x8 and a 5x7 because we're going to make the boxes for them. So if you want to do your white Christmas and the black Christmas, you'll have the sizes for the boxes, and then next week we'll move on to some different sizes and maybe pink Christmas, lilac Christmas, whatever. So the first one I'm going to do is the 8x8. So I've got my 8x8 card and I've cut another piece of card which I would say is 7 3/4 square, and what I've done is I've just lined the outside of it with some double-sided tape, and then I have got a smaller piece again, which is, this would be around 7.5 by 7.5. This is going to be our sort of top layer, so we're going to make our own sort of background because I don't really have any white paper with like silver glitter type of thing, so I'm going to make my own by stamping my own background, and I'm going to use this, which is a beautiful stamp set. It's like swirls with snowflakes. It's Snowflake Flourishes. I'll probably have some of these on my website if you have a look, but we're going to use that. And also today I'm going to use these Poinsettias. Now these are from Heartfelt Creations. I'm not going to put the links for them because they're really hard to get. I bought mine last year and I've been looking and they're not really available in the UK anyway, but you can use whatever poinsettia dies you've got, and I've heat embossed them with silver powder and they look beautiful. But the next card we're going to do after this, I will use a more plain poinsettia die, and then hopefully, you know, you can see that you don't need loads of fancy stamps and dies to still make it look nice. So what I intend to do with this bit here is I'm going to make my own sort of glitter border. I've got some glitter here, and of course you use whatever glitter you want, and I've got an old shoebox. That's what I've been using for glitter because it gets everywhere. So I'm literally going to peel the backing off this tape. I think I might do it a strip at a time, and then I'm just going to tip the glitter on. So it is messy, but I'm hoping it'll look really nice when it's done. So that is so pretty, and then I'll sort of rub it in as I go along, but that's all I'm doing for this because I do have quite a lot of glitter and I don't really use it, so I thought, why don't we just create our own sort of glittery layering card. So I've got that. Now this is the layer that I'm going to create my own sort of background with. So I'm going to use, as I said, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use some metallic silver sparkle embossing powder. So I'm just going to get a scrap of paper. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to heat emboss it, clean up this mess, and I'll be straight back. Okay, I've done that and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So what I've done is I've just put foam pads on the back. That's so pretty. So obviously that will then go on our card when it's ready to go on. So I've got like another little white border from the card. So for this bit, what I've done is I've just took a couple of circle dies that I have. I've cut a larger one from silver and I've cut the smaller one from white. Now what I'm going to do is I've cut a snowflake that is going to go in the middle like that, and then the flowers I'm going to arrange them so that I have, I mean I may have to move this down, but they're going to sort of come round like this. That's the idea. Obviously I haven't shaped them ones yet, but they're going to come round. I've cut some, you know, just little sort of leaves and things out. These are really nice. I have some of these on my website, I think. So I'll just arrange them however I want them. And then I've cut these from the heartfelt dies. I'll have them on, and then we'll have the sentiment along the bottom. So I think I'm going to get these shaped and stuck down. I'll get these shaped, lay it all out, and I'll be back. Alright, so that's where I've got to. I've just glued that on and stuck that on there. So I've put the flowers together. These little bits, you actually get them with the stamp and die. So I'm going to have the flowers sort of, sorry if you can hear loads of scuffling and shuffling. The cat and dog are just playing, running around chasing each other. So I'm going to have it like this, and I'm just going to arrange all the little bits that I've cut out, and then we're going to have a sentiment on the bottom, which is from this set. I'm using A Merry Christmas to You and Your Family. I have these on my site as well. I've got that ready to heat emboss, so I'm going to probably speed it up and get these stuck down. Now the middle of the snowflake, I told you about these last week. There's a pearl, we have a pearl one, and I think this really does look like a snowflake, so I think I'm going to go for that in the middle, which I'll hot glue that on as well. So I'm going to get this all stuck down. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? Sparkly, glittery, beautiful. So we'll make a box for that, and we'll do something with the inside as well, but I just wanted to get this made first. Yeah, so what we'll do now is we'll move on to the 5x7, then we'll do the boxes and quickly do something in the inside. Okay, so we're going to do the 5x7 now. This one's going to be a lot simpler. What I've done, again, I've used that same stamp and I've just heat embossed it with the same powder, and I've backed it onto some silver mirror card. I've got my 5x7 card now. I stuck them on there rather than there. I meant to put them on there, but it didn't work out. That's why they're on there. Now I've took one of those circles again, and what I've done is I drew a pencil line down here because I want to have it on here, but I only want to have it so far, so I want to cut that off. So if I cut this pencil line, I only want it like that, if you see what I mean. And then this time I've just cut some of these Poinsettias out. Now it's just a really simple plain die. I can't even find it now. It's just a plain poinsettia die, and I want to sort of have that in the middle, something like that, but I want to shape it first. So I've just got just a mat here and a little shaping tool, and I just turn them over on the reverse, and I just sort of run this over them. You can go in, do it in circles if you want. I just run it just from the top and down, and then you can turn it over and just press it in. So that's all I'm doing for that, and then I'm going to glue it together, and I'm going to put a nice sort of fancy little pearl in the middle, which I did have. There it is. I'm going to pop that in the middle, and I've cut some more of those little leaves again. I'm just going to see if my glue gun's ready. So as I said, this one is a lot more simpler than the other one. And just press them in the middle. Like that. And then if you want to put, you know, sort of fake snow or anything on, you can do whatever you want, or some glitter. I'm just going to glue that in there. I think that's really pretty. So I'll have that on there, and then I may have some of these. I'm not sure how I'm going to have them yet. I'll be back in a tick. So actually I should have done this first, but I've got a little glue pen here. Do this before you put your flower together, and you can just put a little bit on the edges of the petals, and then just take some glitter, whatever glitter you like, and I'm just gonna sort of sprinkle it on those petals that I've put the glue on. And it's just a nice way to add a little bit of glitter. So you can do that as well, or you could even make your own, sort of draw your own veins in it. But yeah, do it before you stick it together. Makes it easier. So I've got that on the card base now, and then I'm gonna have this on here. Like so. And then I might have these arranged like this. Sort of one there and one there. Yeah, just going to put a bit of glue on here. And then I'm going to hot glue the flower just about there. And then I used the same stamp set before, and I've stamped sparkly greetings this time. And I'm going to pop this on. And as I said, it's a lot more simpler, but it looks really elegant. And I'm going to have that just there, I think. And what I did for the other one on the inside, so he's the first one we did, I just popped some silver mirror card and I got some white card, and I just rounded only 2 corners like that. So I might do the same with this one, but I think that's really pretty. And then I'll get this cleaned up, we'll make 2 boxes, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to make the box for the 8x8 card. We are going to make it 1 inch deep, and we're going to have it as a reinforced box. So I've got 2 pieces of 12x12 card, and I'm going to score them both the same. So we're going to score at 1 inch and 2 inches, and just do this on all 4 sides. Alright, so there, this will be the base, for example. Now I'm going to do the lid as well. Now the lid, we want it to be a little bit bigger, so we're going to still score 1 and 2, but before we do it, we're going to move it off the side of the scoreboard, and then 1 and 2. So again, move it off. So that's the lid. Right, we'll do the base first. So just fold and burnish as you would, you know, with anything else that you make. We're going to do the same to all 4 corners, so we're just going to, hang on, let me get this right. We need to keep this tab here, so we're going to cut these 2 away. And we're just going to end up with this one little tab here, and then I'm going to mite it all around. So you're going to do this on all 4 sides, okay? You're going to do exactly the same with the lid. So it's just going to fold up like this. It's all going to reinforce. So we need our glue. So just put glue on. Well, I'll just do 2 tabs at a time. And this glue, actually, I have these on my website, but the other ones, I just wanted to quickly mention that, where is it? I can find one. Yeah, these 2 I have on my website, but the good thing is that these fine tips fit on here. So all you need to do, it's just like if you were going to fill it up. I'll just get this off and I'll show you. Oh, these ones come right off, actually. Yeah, so if you took the lid off, I'm not going to put the little thing on because I'm just trying to show you that they do actually fit on these. So that's a little tip for you, because I know a lot of people buy these and have bought these, but yeah, you can change the tops round. Oh, I forgot about my glue. So yeah, stick this on here. Need to find my top now. Alright, so I found the lid for the glue and then I glued it together. So now, you know, we've got a really good sturdy box. So that's the base, and our beautiful card fits in lovely. So I've done the same for the lid. I've cut it exactly the same way. I'm going to glue the tabs and then they end up folding over so that it reinforces. Now, I would normally put some finger holes in the side of the box, but because it's reinforced, I don't think the punch will go through, so we just won't have the finger holes in it. I'm pretty certain my punch won't go through, and it wouldn't now anyway, because, well, it would, but oh, it has. There you go. So there's the little finger holes, which does make it a bit easier. It's just catching that edge. So when you make yours, just as I said, make sure that you really move it off the side of the scoreboard, because with it being reinforced, it's all thicker. So what I did was I used the same stamp, I made the same background, and I just popped it onto some mirror card. I put a bit of ribbon round, and I'm just going to take the sticky pads off. Those little leaves that I had, I've cut a couple in silver, but I've just trimmed them down a little bit because I'm gonna have sort of one here, maybe it's one here, and then I made a little bow and I'm gonna have that just over there, so they're just sort of peeping out. So pretty. And then I'll show you what I did with the inside of the card as well. So I did the silver and the white, and then I also put 2 of those leaves on there, which I think looks really, really pretty. That's beautiful. So it goes in the little box. and could have been a smidge bigger. As I said, that's because it's reinforced, so it's obviously thicker, so I could have just made it a tad bigger, but never mind, it fits, but another little fraction wouldn't have gone amiss. So pull that off now. There is the 8x8 box, so we will make a 5x7. Alright, so the 5x7, I'm only going to reinforce the base this time, so for that it needs to be 11¼ by 9¼ and it's going to be 1 inch deep again, so it's just the same 1 and 2 on all 4 sides. Is that right? No, I don't think I've made that right, have I? Hang on, so that would be 7. That's right, 1 and 2 on all 4 sides. So that's the base. The lid is 7¼ by 9¼ and this one is just 1 inch on all 4 sides. Oh, but we did need to slightly move it away from the scoreboard, so I'm gonna have to score that again. So still pull it away a little bit before you score at 1. Now I'm not going to decorate this because I don't want this video to go on forever and ever, but you know, it's the same thing, exactly like what we've just done with the other box. Just cut it all the same, but the lid is, so we cut this the same as we did the other box, but the lid we only need to just do like sort of straightforward little tabs because it's not reinforced, so this one will just be a case of this. And normally with these I just rotate them around so that the tabs are sort of, they're not just all stuck in the same place, if you get what I mean. I'll show you. So instead of having all the tabs just being stuck at this end, we're sort of having a little bit of, you know, extra reinforcement on all the corners, if that makes sense. So I am going to get this stuck together and then I'll be back. Alright, so I've done the base, pop the card in, and then the lid is just a single layer lid, which I've popped the finger holes in as well. So we've got the lid for the box for the 5x7, and we've got the 8x8 with that gorgeous card. So that's what we did this week. And then I'm going to get these because, as I said, well, I'll probably make a box to match this when I get a chance, but it would again fit in there. And then the 5x7 we did, and then last week we did the beautiful white on white one, which again is another 5x7 that would all go in that box. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Any links will be under the video, what I've used in the projects today. So yeah, all the info will be on my blog. I'll be back again next week. We may do a DL card, which will make, I might make a fancier box with like a clear lid and a wrap or something, and we might do a 6x6, but I think we might do a pink Christmas. So thanks for watching, take care and bye for now.